Hi, I'm King 5 meteorologist Rich Marriott, and well, the rain is back, but not as heavy as what we've been experiencing recently, especially not what we were seeing earlier this week when we were just getting deluged around here. We do have steady rain in the lowlands, but not as heavy, and the really good news is we have snow in the mountains, so we're going to be locking up that water in the mountains for a while rather than dumping it directly into the river basins. The snow will turn briefly to rain this afternoon, but then it's going to shift back to snow as we head towards this evening and pretty much stay snow all the way into the middle part of next week, which is great for keeping it out of the river systems and also for building the snowpack. Take a look out this morning. It's been kind of a rainy and occasionally breezy morning out there. There in Bellingham, we've been watching the camera kind of bounce around occasionally. It's taking a little bit of a break right now. Checking out there at Everest Payne Field, looking out across the runways. It's looking pretty wet this morning as that rain comes down. But again, in terms of quantities, it's much less than what we saw last week, but it does still keep everything on the damp side. Tacoma, we've had some gusty winds down there. Those have let up for the moment and just some rain coming down at this point. Seeing our 7-day forecast, relatively mild today around 50, and then you see those highs as we head into tomorrow and on into next week, stay down in the mid-40s. That's going to keep our snow levels down around, give or take, around the 2,000-foot level, which is great because that will put snow into the bases of the ski areas. And again, it will lock up that water up in the mountains rather than putting it into the river basin. So that's great news overall. It's another shot from an atmospheric river. This one you can see, if you look closely down here, see the Hawaiian Islands, specifically the little tail of it goes right through Oahu and then all the way up towards us, but it's headed primarily down into central and northern Oregon. That's where the most rain's going to be and the warmest temperatures. We're just going to catch the edge of that, so that's really helpful for us given all the flooding we've already seen. We track the motion of that. You see this morning it's just barely touching us, and then as that front moves through this afternoon, it drops well to the south of us, and you can see the flow coming into us now is at that point starts to come in from up there in the Gulf of Alaska. So that cooler flow that's going to keep our snow levels down around 2,000 feet. And that should just help storms march through here. It looks like one after another. It looks like not really heavy rain in the lowlands, but it will be wet in the lowlands. But it will continue to build a snowpack up in the mountains, which I think everybody is ready to see. Take a look at our rainfall totals between now and tomorrow morning. You can see generally around a ½ an inch. Now, earlier in the week and last week, we were running occasionally 1 to 2 inches in the lowlands. In the mountains, we'll see roughly 1 to 2 inches, and well, last week sometimes we were seeing 4 to 6 inches in the same period of time. So the magnitude of the rainfall definitely much less. And again, what's falling in the mountains will be pretty much, especially after later on today, is going to be principally snow up there. So that should be really helpful. Take a look at our wind gusts. The winds are going to kick up. It's going to be breezy during the day, but as that front rolls through here, probably between about 3 o'clock up around Bellingham, dropping down through Seattle, probably by about 4:30, we are going to see some gusty winds develop. And we're in gusts. You can see there that wind gusts in Seattle pushing 50 miles an hour. So it's going to be pretty windy briefly, but that moves on through, and those wind gusts will start to fall off as we get past that, but still going to be a little breezy overnight tonight. Take a look at the passes. This is mid-morning up at Snoqualmie Pass. They've gotten about 1.5 inches of snow since 3 o'clock this morning. Traction tires are advised for the highway at this point, about snow and slush on the roadway, but it's nice to see the snow finally starting to show up there. Again, we're going to see that turn to rain as we head towards later on. In fact, as we head towards the afternoon, you see that rain comes down, but by the time we get to about 8 o'clock this evening, starting to see that transition back to snow, and it looks like it will be staying snow through the day tomorrow. And we could pick up anywhere from about 5 to maybe 8-10 inches by tomorrow morning, and maybe a similar amount as we head towards tomorrow. So we're going to finally start building that snowpack and at least maybe partially get some of the ski areas open before we get on to Christmas. High temperatures today warming up a little bit over yesterday, which was the first time in 2 weeks that we actually got our high was under 50 degrees. They're back into the 50s today, but then as we get that cooler airflow starting to push in here, you see those highs drop back to the mid-40s, and that's pretty much going to be the story all the way into Christmas Day. So for today, steady rain through the day, snow in the mountains. That snow turns to rain as we head towards this afternoon into the early evening, then back to snow, and we see the steady rain as that front comes through, pretty much cut back to just a couple of showers around during the evening. At the Seahawks game tonight, it looks like mostly it's wind that's going to be an issue, not the rain coming down. And we'll be looking for the temperature today near 50. But then as we head towards Friday and really on through the week and into next week, we're looking for these systems to move through. We'll have some steady rain followed by some showers, maybe a little bit of a pause before the next system pushes right on through a pretty fast westerly flow into us. And those high temperatures, those are going to be staying mostly in the 40s. And just as winter arrives officially on Sunday.